Hey guys, welcome back for another YA Friday. This week I want to talk about a really cool Irish book. Now it's not often, other than the list of Irish YA novels that I came up with last year, that I will find an Irish YA novel that completely speaks to me, or even a book that completely speaks to me. But if there was one that really did, I know it sounds really weird when you say a book that spoke to me, but anyway, it's true. If there was one that did, it's Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill. Now, you might have heard me talk about this book a lot last year, before I'd even had the chance to read it. But this month, well, last month actually, I found the time to actually sit down and read it. And oh my God, I understood exactly why Louise O'Neill won a Board Gosh Energy Irish Book Award, because Only Ever Yours is incredible, actually incredible. And I really don't use that word lightly. This book changed the way I look at women. I've always been the kind of girl that would consider myself better friends with guys than with girls. And don't get me wrong, I still think guys are great, but this book really did change the way I look at women, my relationships with women, and pretty much everything about my own sex. I know, that sounds weird, but it's true. So if you haven't come across Only Ever Yours yet, it tells the story of a mainly patriarchal society. So it's a society completely run by men, where women are essentially hatched and they're raised to be one of three things. A chastity, who trains women to be completely everything men need them to be. A concubine, which is essentially like a prostitute, I suppose, except they don't get paid or anything. They're just like there for men to ravish whenever they feel like it. Or a companion, who provides men with sons. And then there's a lot more to the companions than that, but I won't spoil the story by, telling you exactly what it is. So Only Ever Yours is about two such girls, Frida and Isabel, who are raised in this school in this way, and it kind of follows them as they make their way through the system. Mainly Frida, and goes into, I don't want to give too much of the plot away, but it goes into pretty much every stereotype, every concern, every issue that I think a teenage girl could possibly go through. And that's why I think guys need to read it as well. It's very interesting. But not only that, it really looks at, I keep using the word really, looks at the relationships between people. And it struck a chord with me because there's a particular relationship in this book where we're looking at people trying to break out of a mold, or as my mum says, trying to get the marrow, or trying to get what's in the marrow out of the bone, and you can't really. And the way Louise O'Neill writes about it, it's just kind of, it has me nearly lost for words how to describe it. And if anybody knows me, I'm never lost for words. So I know, a bit of an off-the-wall YA Friday video where I'm kind of just rambling. But that's how good Only Ever Yours is. You really need to read it in order to understand it. And Louise O'Neill is a great writer. She has a fantastic blog as well, which I'll link to in the description box, along with my own blog, which you should totally read. Plug. But she's written some fantastic pieces that go quite nicely with Only Ever Yours, about the way we look at ourselves, the way we look at relationships, and what we expect of ourselves and of other people. So I think if you want like a book that really makes you think, a book that really makes you look at the world in a different way, and a book that kind of challenges your perceptions that you may already have, then you definitely need to pick up Only Ever Yours. I bought a copy. I recommended it to a guy I worked with for his little sister. I know of a wonderful Irish radio DJ who bought a copy for both herself and her little sister and can't wait to discuss it with her. And I know this book is up for the YA Book Prize as well, and I would completely be 100% behind it because it's absolutely brilliant. So I'd actually like to thank Louise O'Neill for writing such a great book that I could really enjoy, really relate to, and like I've said already, change the way I look not only at other women, but the way I look at myself. And I think that is quite an achievement. So now I'm going to stop rambling and wrap up this week's YA Friday with a full-on recommendation for Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill, which is probably blurred because I'm out of focus, and say that until next time, be sure to subscribe to keep up with all the book videos, all the YA Fridays, all my previous videos. Take care of yourselves, and until the next time I see you, of course, happy reading.